Hey everybody, welcome to my 50-second podcast on Candid with Kimbra. Today we're taking another one from the vault because the other night I caught a movie on Netflix, an old movie called The Proposal from 2009. It was really cute with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. And did I laugh? Yes. And it was touching, funny, all that. But it did touch on that question, why are relationships between older women and younger men still such a fascination? That wasn't actually the central theme of this movie, but it touched on it. Today from the vault, so we're revisiting this as it was one of our most talked about conversations. And, we touch on stereotypes to double standards to real life romances. This episode does dive into the changing dynamics of modern relationships. So settle in and enjoy it because some conversations never go out of style. So please enjoy this classic podcast from the vault.
Candid with Kimbra.
How you doing?
Candid with Kimbra.
Telling ya.
Candid with Kimbra.
I'm really excited for you to check out this interview.
Candid with Kimbra.
Well, hello there. Kimbra and I have been talking this week about, what are we going to discuss? We've have a couple of guests lined up, but also we got a lot of feedback from the older women, younger men video that we did with Kimbra's friend, Lucia. And we thought, let's revisit that because people wanted to hear a little bit more, what we thought about it and, how things have changed and how it's become more and more acceptable for older women to date younger men. And so, we thought we'd talk about it again today and share our thoughts on it. So my thoughts are, why not? I mean, older men have dated younger women forever. And a lot of times they have a successful marriage even. And the myth is always that because men are not as mature, they can, have a relationship with someone younger. But I think it's other things. I think a lot of times, it's the women look up to the man as a kind of a father figure and he takes care of her. But as that changes in our society, we're not really looking for someone to take care of us anymore. And obviously we're not looking to take care of anyone either. But I think it's become more and more acceptable and more successful relationships that are long-term and that last.
If you like our videos, go ahead and click on like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
So Kimbra, can you think of any famous couples that we would know of that are older and younger?
Yeah, well, I think we talked about this couple in the video with Lucia, and it's the actor Aaron Taylor Johnson and his wife's name is Sam Taylor Johnson. And they're 24 years age difference between them. And I believe they've been married for about 9 years and they have two kids. Yeah.
Oh, and they have kids too.
Uh-huh. And I believe it was really young when they met, I want to say 18, 19, 20, something like that.
Oh, wow.
So,
good for them. Yay.
Let me think. Anybody else that I can think of?
Doesn't Hugh Jackman, his wife's older?
A little bit older, yeah.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, and who else? Even
we've talked about Harry Styles dating Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde, right?
Yeah.
He seems to like older women. I'm sure he likes younger women too, but
yeah. He has his pick of women. He could have anyone he wanted. And she's beautiful. So
yeah, she is beautiful.
Hello. Yeah, I think that's.
And I think nowadays, I feel like younger guys, there's a less of a stigma, with their friends. I've noticed that a lot of younger guys just feel more confident to approach older women to ask them out, whereas before maybe it wasn't the case, but it seems recently, it's like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you think so?
Well, yeah, and I'm sure there's you know, I don't want to say the word deviant, but unhealthy reasons for wanting to be with an older woman. Maybe it's a guy that's looking for someone to take care of him, or the mother. You know, I had a relationship with someone, he wasn't that much younger than he was a couple years younger, but I felt like I was his mother. I felt like I was dating like a teenage boy, and I always had to do everything for him. And I had to did you do this? Did you do that? Don't forget this. And it just got old. I didn't like it. So I wouldn't want that kind of relationship. But if he's mature and he's got his act together and he's got his own career, why not? I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, most of my long-term relationships, the guy has been older, but I think that, you know, there's something, the younger guys have a lot of energy. Not saying that older guys don't, but that's one thing that I really like about younger guys. And they have a different perspective because they were raised, a lot of the guys that are like in their 20s now were raised by women that were career moms. So they have a little bit of a different perspective on women, you know?
Yep. Yeah, they're more understanding of a woman with a career than if you date someone older. They want you to stay home. And they don't.
That's true.
Yeah, they don't, like, your career is just kind of a hobby off to the side, and they don't really, you know, respect that. So yeah, I would think that would be another positive to dating someone who's younger. Not that personally, I'm not looking for anyone, and I'm certainly not looking for a younger guy. I haven't really found, you know, that kind of relationship, but I feel like you find who you find, you're attracted to who you know,
Sure.
whatever satisfies that need in you. Another one that we've talked about is Cher and her old boyfriend, Robert, who was a lot younger than she was. And I remember her saying, you know, you're just attracted to who you're attracted to. You can't help that. And I fight it as long as it's a healthy relationship. There's nothing wrong with it. Age is a number. And as we evolve, it becomes less and less important in all areas, you know, whether it's in your career. I'm glad to see, you know, in society, the women's place is becoming more equal to men more and more. And this is another one of those areas where women are more equal, that it's more acceptable. It's not frowned upon. I remember when we did the best part of Lucia's video that I thought, I, you know, love her and love what she had to say. And she is the expert on this subject.
Sure.
But I think it was funny when she said, yeah, some people they'll insinuate that a young guy is dating an older woman for her money. And Lucia was like, we're not all millionaires. I thought that was really cute, really funny.
That's true. That's true. Hey, Kellie, what about French President Emmanuel Macron, who was just 16 when he began an affair with his 40-year-old school teacher, Brigitte? Can you imagine how his parents felt? But they ended up staying together and they got married in 2007. They've been together ever since. So I don't know. I think they proved everyone wrong. It's true love. The one thing I do want to bring up, though, is one thing that's always bothered me about this whole younger men, older women thing, is that when they call women cougars, you know, that always bothered me for some reason, because I know it's a cute little name that, you know, it's like gimmicky, but it intimates.
It sounds like it's making these women sound like they're predators.
Yeah. And it's like they're, you know, just waiting to jump on the younger guy. And you don't call an older man dating a younger woman, you know, something, what do you call them? Sugar daddy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dirty old man.
They are. Yeah, and I think I'm not an expert on it. We'd have to check with Lucia, but it seems like it's the younger guys pursuing the older women.
Yes, definitely.
Because that's, you know, men's natural instinct anyway. And I think most older women don't set out and go, oh, I'm 45. I'm going to look for a guy in his 20s. I don't think that is the intent.
Right.
It happens. And usually it's on the guy's part for whatever reason.
Yes,
you know,
I agree with you there. I'm sure there are some women that do, you know, hit on younger guys, but it's not like, you know, like they're preying on them in their little den.
Yeah, well, maybe they just find that that's what they're attracted to. They want someone who's more fun. And, you know, as you get older, you've been there, done that. And so when you do something, it's not that fresh, new excitement. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, I've been there, a million times. I've done that. So when you're with someone younger, they have more enthusiasm for things.
Uh-huh.
People like that. That's sometimes what someone's looking for, is a little more enthusiasm for life.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
think as you get older, you get more tired. And like you said, younger people have more energy.
Which
if
is, probably what some older men think about younger women too. Like sometimes that's why they date younger women, is because
Well,
they're
they
like,
say it makes them feel younger.
that's true.
They want to
Yeah, I've
feel
heard that.
young again. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Wanting
Mhm,
to feel
mhm,
young, if that's what you're attracted to. And if you find someone that's attracted to you, why not? My
mhm.
ex-husband was 14 years older than I. I
Mm.
was 22 and he was 36 when we got married.
Wow.
So that was a pretty big difference. And we were very compatible in our likes and our common interest.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it either way. You
Okay.
find whoever you want to be with.
Right, right. So in conclusion, what do we say? That no judgment here, right?
No, we support, as long as it's a happy, healthy relationship, why not? Go for it. We
Right?
encourage it. That's what I
Yeah.
would say.
And we want to hear from you. Like, we want to hear comments. Like, anybody have something to say that we didn't bring up? We
Yeah,
do want
we'd
to
love
hear.
to hear from someone who is an older woman dating a younger man, or a younger man dating an older woman,
Mhm.
or just your opinion on it. What you think, if there's something that we weren't thinking about, benefits or negatives to
Mhm.
that kind of relationship.
That's true.
Yeah, we want to hear from our audience. What do you guys think? Let us know.
Okay. We'll see you next time.
All right. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.